we have one final cruise to tempt you with. Every single person in the cruise industry is talking about the Anthem of the Seas, the latest ship from Royal Caribbean. This is a ship that has broken all boundaries, a ship that really has features that we have never, ever seen before. Nikki, who's with us in the gallery from Planet Cruise, she was on board there a few weeks ago. Couldn't believe it. It's spectacular. And here is a little clip of film. It's featuring actually Glenn that was with us earlier and Gemma, who's also helped to present the show from time to time, to give you a little insider of why the ship is the most talked about ship right now in the industry.
When you're travelling on board Royal Caribbean's Anthem of the Seas, it honestly feels like you've taken a trip in Doctor Who's TARDIS. It is so futuristic.
Robotic bartenders, virtual balconies and venues that literally change in front of your eyes. You will feel like you've been transported to the moon as your first port of call. This really is a smart ship. Shall we go and explore?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
On board, there are 18 different dining experiences, which means that if you're on the ship for a week, you could have your dinner and your lunch somewhere different every day and still not have tried them all.
But the best is behind me, Jamie's Italian. Yes, the naked chef has brought his fresh, rustic Italian food to sea with Royal Caribbean.
Oh, I got bumped. Ah! This is Royal Caribbean Seaplex, and it is absolutely amazing. By day, you can come down here and learn to juggle or do some trapeze skills with the circus school. And then, of course, you've got the first ever bumper cars at sea. Bumper cars at sea, amazing. And then at night, this transforms into a roller disco. I've bought my leg warmers. Right, I'm off. I've got to get them back. I think this is the most exciting cruise ship venue I've ever experienced. You've got 2.5 decks worth of glass just wrapping around 270 degrees of the aft of the ship. So it means that in the day, the light streams in.
Then at night, these huge windows become one giant TV. A stunning video is projected onto the glass. Acrobats descend from the heavens and huge robotic arms dance with live performers. Trust me, you've never seen anything like this. Welcome to the cruise industry's first bionic bar. You order via the tablets provided or via your smartphone on the IQ app, and then your order is displayed on the screens around the bar. A bar bot then blends your order with laser precision and lightning speed.
Fresh from its 12-year hit run in London's West End, the musical We Will Rock You will be premiering here in the Royal Theatre. And you can even book the best seats online.
The accommodation on board Anthem of the Seas offers you plenty of fantastic options. For a start, all the interior staterooms feature virtual balconies with real-time views allowing you to lie in bed at night and watch the moon ripple across the water.
However, if you'd like to feel like a king or queen for the day, then how about trying out the Royal Loft? This is a spectacular 2-deck high suite which comes complete with its own whirlpool and butler service.
Wow, wow, wow. I'll tell you an inside little bit of information when they were filming that. Apparently the virtual balcony looks so real. They said, what can we do with it? Was it, you know, because it just looked like a real balcony. They wanted it to look like a virtual one. It's that good. What an amazing ship.
I was just going to say, what ship? You know, in the industry, you know, you used to stay with your brands. We always used to hear passengers talk about these wonderful ships. And now, you know, with all of those facilities, and we were talking about the indoor skydiving, the fact that you're at the aft end of the ship, you're going to be in a wind tunnel, and then you're going to be looking out to sea. Where else can you do that? They are the cruise line of fun.
If you and the family were going to go, an extended family, what fun you'll have. Anyway, let's talk you through. From Southampton, well, really nice, easy start. The first days at sea, you really need that to start exploring that ship. And then we're going to make our way over to Vigo, aren't we?
Yeah, no, it's a lovely way to start off your cruise. Of course, it's the gateway to the Atlantic, and a really distinctive place in Spain. Of course, you've got the Museum of Modern Art, but fishing is a really big thing in Vigo. The seafood is fantastic. When you actually walk up into the old town, you'll actually see sort of concrete tables where they're serving the fish up. You can literally choose the fish that's going to be cooked for you. On to one of my favourite ports now, and I absolutely love this, and it is Funchal. Of course, this was actually popular with Winston Churchill. There's so much to do here. Of course, again, Portuguese influence. You've got the cable car and then come down in the toboggan, which is the wicker basket run. Fantastic cafe culture as well, and you've got to go to the indoor market as well. The indoor market, they've got these fantastic blooms and all the sort of flowers that are native to the island. And another place, Blandis, you've got to go to Madeira wine. It is one of the best places to get a bottle of Madeira wine.
Wow. A beautiful place, and so if you love your botanicals, then that's the place to go. And then, well, guaranteed great weather, because with it heading towards all the Canary Islands, aren't we?
I was going to say, these 3 next ports are just sun, windsurfing, water sports, sun. They're just fantastic. And the great thing is, you know, if you've been there on holiday, perhaps you know, earlier on, then this is a great way to just go back, have a day there, and revisit it. There's some fantastic landscapes there because it's so unique. These volcanic islands.
And Tenerife's one of my favourites. Really beautiful as you make your way up to the mountains. Actually, then it's Gran Canaria, isn't it?
Yeah, you're on to Gran Canaria, of course, because they're all volcanic islands. There's some great tours. There's the Bandama crater, which is a 3,000-foot high crater and still inhabited as well. And then, of course, you've got all of these different influences from the civilisations that, of course, have been on the islands. Then you're on to Lanzarote, of course. You've got so much to do here. You've got Timofea National Park. You've got the Mountains of Fire or Montañas del Fuego. Of course, great shopping as well to get really local produce. Where you go to Tenerife and you get sort of all of your duty-free goods, Lanzarote is where you get the trinkets and the bits and pieces to take back.
Now, another day at sea, and I mean, you will love those days at sea on this spectacular ship. And then we're making our way over to Lisbon, aren't we?
Lisbon, fantastic place. I absolutely love this. Tram rides. You've got to go on a tram ride. It's an experience. There's the bridge. This is the 25th, I think it's the 25th of April bridge, which commemorates the actual revolution. And just the opposite side of that, you've got the, it looks like Christ the Redeemer, the statue. It was actually inspired by one of the local bishops or cardinals going over to Rio and then bringing that idea back. Chicken and chips is really good here in Lisbon.
Are you serious?
It's one of those cruise ship traditions. I don't know whether it's just perhaps a P&O, but I spoke to other cruisers like Keith, and he said, yeah, you've got to go for rosé, Mateus rosé, and chicken and chips.
Do you know,
in Lisbon.
You guys talk about all this food. I never eat when I'm off the ship.
That's all we did.
So good on the ship. Now, if you like to do it at sea, then Bilbao next, isn't it?
Yeah, and of course you've got the Guggenheim Museum here.
Yeah.
This is a lovely way to finish your cruise. Of course, this has got a heavy French influence because it's Basque region, so you've got that sort of combination of Spanish and French there. And look, I mean, look at that there. It's just superb. The architecture is fantastic.
And then a final day at sea. Just enjoy the very last moments of the Anthem of the Seas, and back, of course, to Southampton. Can we just see the ship one more time? Here we go. Let's skydive.
And yeah, look at that. It's just amazing. Then you've got the North Star as well. You've got such beautiful panoramic views that you're going to be taken out over the ship and over the ocean.
It's the ship that every single person wants to be on. You've got a chance of booking tonight. Deposit only at 1339. Now, you're going to get, there's loads of upgrades tonight. A free upgrade from that virtual balcony to a balcony if you book the 15th of September. Or you get an upgrade from a virtual balcony to an ocean view on the 11th of October. You've got up to $200 on board spend. Oh, and I forgot to mention, you are going to be away for nearly 2 weeks. Free port parking at Southampton as well. The itineraries differ slightly depending on departure dates. Just call for details there as well. And here's the prices. Again, there's a massive demand for the ship, so I would urge you to call early if you possibly can.